We're back here, and I have to admit I don't remember what's going on. We did the reunion. Find Gendy's daughters. Oh, this is very loud for me. 1 second. It's so loud. There's this. What's going on here? Did it just started? Yeah, possibly. Okay. Oh, magic, magic, magic. What can it do? We need 300 for this. I think this is maxed out, right? Yeah. But strength. Highest level of strength too. Oh. Very interesting. Still don't, I'm not sure how to parry properly. But this is good. Increased chance of critical hits. 24% I think sounds fantastic. So I can increase this. Yeah. But I think I'll wait. Okay, so let's... Actually, I don't know. Side quest... You don't have a side quest. This is very strange. Did you hear that? Yeah, that cannot be good, right?
Good morning, Chiron.
What? What? Alright. Oh, the frame rate is terrible. Okay.
Nice fight.
What?
Chiron, I presume.
None of your business, sunshine.
You know, if you have something hotter to offer than that fire, I just might be able to answer that.
Where that fire comes from, it's so hot that tougher men than you have melted like sweet caramel.
And you want to be the one to suck the last bit of life from my body before you enslave my bones, right?
Sounds inviting. But first, we too have a demon to summon.
So you really mean it?
Of course. It's high time we were rid of these demonic gifts.
Oh wow, is this like an actual important thing now? I have to make this choice. I like my gift. What is my gift? I really don't know what my gift is, other than I get my skin, the face of my skin turns black, and I guess I have magic. Is that part of the gift? You know what? I'm in a bad mood.
My gift has protected me up until now. If you really are one of the awakened, then you should know just what power they offer.
Listen, Chiron. Azrael created our 7 gifts. She had to promise the demon 6 souls in exchange, but she is allowed to keep the 7th. That last soul is supposed to become Azrael's tool, the first paladin. And of course, there can only be one. Azrael believes that life is but a constant battle, and she forced that battle upon us with the gifts. In the end, all of the prey has been devoured, and only the hunter remains. Borberadian philosophy.
You gave me the instructions for a summoning. You tell me Azrael's plans, I have everything I need. That sinks your chances of survival.
Damn it, you're just so cute. It isn't that easy. I have 2 secrets you don't know yet. The first is Zulgaroth's true name. That is the only means of controlling a demon that powerful once it has been summoned. The second secret, if I ever give it to you, will be a gift.
And I will have to earn that gift, right?
That depends on how far we go, Chiron. The true name should do you for now. By the way, my name is Cassio.
Yeah, and my name is Sonny. Alright.
This guy they call a Demon Master. What do you know about him?
Oh, have you no respect for the divine Borberad?
He failed.
Maybe so. But more important is, those fools who worship him still haven't understood him. He followed no one's teachings, never recognized a master. Do you think he would have wanted statues erected in his honor and choirs of cultists mindlessly aping his teachings?
Azrael forced Kalandra to swear an oath to Borberad.
Azrael is not Borberad, Chiron.
Your appearance isn't exactly inconspicuous.
Thank you. You look pretty tasty yourself. Who am I supposed to hide from? That shriveled up dwarf or the old man with the cane? They're busy enough just trying to kill each other. Why is Warunk considered freed when a woman is frowned upon just for showing a bare ankle?
I wasn't really talking about your ankles. I noticed you for other reasons.
That doesn't bother me in the least.
We cannot see your ankle, so cut the bullshit.
What is this first paladin business?
Each awakened passes their gift onto their murderer. The paladin arises from the combined gifts. The paladin is infinite power, free-forming astral energy, the wet dream of every dried-up old magician ensconced between dusty books.
And your reason to kill me in the end?
When the time comes, the last of us will have to pay the tribute. They lose their will to Azrael. I don't know if you'd like that. I'd rather be dead than her brainless puppet. And I don't think either of us is stupid enough to keep playing into her hands by killing one another.
You gave my father instructions for summoning. What exactly is this Zul'Garoth?
A horror from the Netherhells. His power is enormous. It has cost me a great deal to steal his true name from Azrael. He is the only one who can free the Awakened from the need to kill and break Azrael's power over the gifts. He created them.
He's Azrael's ally. Why should he listen to us?
Because he is not her ally. She forced him to do her bidding, as one does at a summoning, provided they succeed. He probably hates her.
And he doesn't know us. What could we offer him?
Maybe he likes to watch. Imagine if he
What?
wanted a violent struggle in the summoning circle. What would we do then?
That's so weird.
Kalandra, does that name ring a bell?
No, never heard of. Or, wait, isn't that terrible disease where you get all those bloody blisters under your skin?
Shut up!
And there he blows. Seems like the gift isn't the only thing that has you under control. Have you sworn something to her? Eternal, unbreakable fidelity, maybe? That would be a shame.
What do you know about Kalandra?
She is Azrael's new favorite, the new Portifex Maxima, the greatest portal opener of them all, the best of the Awakened.
What portals? Out with it.
Her gift is supposed to open portals between the worlds, the human and the demonic. And although this is only my personal impression, Kalandra doesn't seem uninterested in this power.
The fire demon, what did you have to do with it?
3 stones of dominion, burned by demonic fire. The first from a house of worship. It couldn't have gone better.
You summoned the fire demon.
You'll have to find that one out for yourself, handsome. But if you are looking for advice, in this city, the truly wise are likely to be behind bars.
All right, so we collect stones.
Good luck, and see you soon.
I know someone with a similar voice. Right. We'll go for this, I guess. You know what? Yeah, go to rank. Yeah, we don't need haggle. Alright, let's see. What? Why? Get 1 point of vitality. Why doesn't this increase? I'm a bit confused. I can increase like this. I cannot increase this one. It says only passively upgradable, of course. You see, I increase this and the points go on to wound threshold. They don't go to VI bonus. Let's go for some of this. What's this? Cassie wants to help. Okay. You don't have access to any side quest. You have to go there. Unless I can enter the temple. Oh well. Thought perhaps I could get something here. But all I go to some glitches. Visual glitches. Perhaps you saw them? Alright.
Last night the guards had it out with the cartel again.
Yeah, so much spiders in this game.
Hey! Down here!
Magus, as fresh and free as ever.
Naive irony, how amusing. In actuality, I'm only staying here to ensure that my appeal proceeds properly. According to the Codex Albiricus, I'm a free man.
Be glad you're sitting in that cell. There are fire demons wandering around out here.
Are you serious? That amateur was actually successful.
How did I know that you would somehow be involved?
Sir, I did not ask to be quartered next to that bungler, and when I learned of his perfidious plan, I did my best to minimize any damage.
A temple burned. A child is dead. Your help seems to have taken an unusual form, Theodore.
I am in no way responsible for the fact that those brats failed to memorize a simple hopscotch.
Tell it from the beginning.
This summoner they just hanged. Presumably he wanted to take revenge on the Warunkians and use those innocent children as his tools. He wanted them to summon the Typhelel, the fire demon. Summon? How irresponsible. I thought my plan had countered his plan. 'Tis a fool who thinks he's smart.
Just so I understand this correctly, the summoner taught the children a magic formula that would allow them to summon demons.
Absurd, I know. Also, I can hardly believe that pin-headed academic lightweight actually created that plan. It is as if it was someone else's idea.
How exactly do you summon a demon?
Each demon is unique, and the peculiarities of their summoning are correspondingly diverse. You need instructions for the summoning, very expensive and rarely of high quality. You also require a summoning circle in which the demon will appear, and a protective circle for the summoner. The demon is usually offered paraphernalia, offerings in order to lure him. These can range from crushed gemstone to the salt from a dragon's tear to a 16-year-old virgin. If such can even be found. If you do not have any on hand, and this applies to all ideal paraphernalia, then you must improvise. Yet improvisation increases the risk, and a summoning certainly presents oneself with more than enough of that. One is safest when one knows the demon's true name.
What could go wrong?
If one does not draw the circle carefully, the demon will break out of it. Then he will skin the summoner alive, tear him apart, and smash some furniture, or houses, depending on his power. If the circle holds, you must bring the beast under your control. Otherwise, the demon will simply disappear once again, leaving you with naught but a new mortal enemy. Yet the most risk lies in the wording of the contract. The demon will follow it to the letter. To the letter. And he will use every possible misinterpretation, every little ambiguity against the summoner. Even the most powerful summoners have failed because of that. And if that doesn't get them, the plague of Douglum does. Eventually, everyone who consorts with demons gets that.
I wish I had a pen now.
Any advice?
Do not allow any discussion. And decide quickly whenever a decision is needed. The longer you discuss, the worse it gets. Quite like an academic dispute, actually.
I'll remember that. How did you plan on keeping the children from performing the summoning?
The demon servant gave them some summoning chalk and taught them some hopscotch. I listened and realized if performed correctly, those innocents would summon a Typhilel. I used Sleep of 1,000 Sheep to make him sleepy. Then I taught the children a few syllables of Zyad, the language of the demons, as you may know. If those snot-nosed little brats had memorized and recited those few simple syllables correctly, the demon would have appeared in a much weaker form, if at all.
Teaching small children Zyad. You're mad, Magus. Why didn't you tell anybody about it?
Those who gain knowledge use it. And a prohibition would have only encouraged them. Never mind the fact that the utterance of prohibitions is per se paradoxical. But, Nandus, forgive me, the villain was a better kindergarten teacher than I. Perchance you're interested in the Typhilel yourself. I could teach you the wording for that spell, just to be safe, of course.
Don't have a pen. I have a notepad open, but
Then let's hear it.
Malkor, Mashrak, Maragosh. Zijan, Typhel, Marashik. Marak, Maratai.
you are kidding. Hi, mate. I definitely don't have any pen here.
What was that banishment thing you wanted to teach the children?
I could teach you the wording for...
Alright, I'm gonna... Let's see, 1 second. Need to do this. And then type it there.
Then let's hear it.
Malkor, Mashrak, Maragosh. Zijan, Typhel, Marashik. Marak, Marak, Maratai.
Okay, I think I'll get it then. I'm not sure about one of the words. Malko, Masrak, Maragos, Zijan, Taifel, Marasik, Marak, Marak, Maratai. But let's make sure
What was that banishment thing you wanted to teach the children?
we got this right.
I could teach you the wording for that spell, just to be safe, of course.
Then let's hear it.
Malkor, Mashrak, Maragosh. Zijan, Taifel, Marashik. Marak, Marak, Maratai.
1 second, 1 second. It has only one J. And is Marasik with an H? Let's try one more time.
What was that banishment thing you wanted to teach the children? Then let's hear it.
Malkor, Mashrak, Maragosh. Zijan, Taifel, Marashik. Marak, Marak, Maratai.
I think I have this right.
Do you smell that too?
Yes, but it is not my fault that the sanitary facilities in these lodgings leave much to be desired.
That smells like smoke.
Truly. The upper town, it's burning.
That's
Well,
funny.
at least now you know where the remaining children are, don't you?
We'll speak again, Nagus.
If I still should be here, gladly.
Beautiful loading screens. This game has seriously beautiful. Okay, the CPU is throttling a lot today, even more than usual. Anyway, 033193. I cannot do magic yet. I need 300. I really don't care about the other things. Perception. Detect traps, detects hidden. I don't care. But medicine, highest level, so cannot go more. So what if I increase this one? Oh, I need to increase that one to get to rank 5, I guess. Can do 2 more. Alright, let's go to level 5. I don't know what's the maximum level. Where are we? Upper town. To go over there. So head left, right, left.
A fire demon, out of nowhere. Pray us, help us.
I'll handle this. Is the way clear?
In principle, yes. Providing Perel's people let you through.
Then speak on my behalf, Margrave. A child's life is at stake, and not even the cartel could want to see the upper town in flames.
You really think they still listen to me? No, Chiron. A lot has changed since you killed Falk. There is no plague bailiff anymore. All those Rondrians who served the traitor fell to Yarkon's sword. And Perel and Fergalosh both want to prevail in their turf war before the Rondra Church can send more troops.
Fergalosh wants to designate a new plague bailiff. He lied to me.
Perel believes he is fighting for freedom. Fergalosh believes he is defending the law. But both are making a terrible mistake. They're putting their hatred above the good of the city.
I understand. Guard is out of control, and that leaves you but a single man alone.
There is one option. Perhaps Yarkon's people are stronger. The remaining Rondrians are the only way we can get this town back together. And I would be very grateful for your help.
Simple question. What's in it for me, other than the cheers of Warunk citizens?
I'm still the Margaret. I'm certain I'll think of something appropriate.
Time will tell, Margrave. My next target is a fire demon.
Okay. Actually, let me check the inventory a bit. So we have contaminated healing, antidote, weak healing. Okay, so weak healing is better from what I remember. We have this 4, 3, 2. Yeah, I'll keep that. You know what? I'm not using the balm. Let's leave it.
Fire! Fire!
Okay.
Fire!
Oh. This city reminds me of oh, they're strong. Oh, the CPU is struggling. I don't know who these guys are. I still cannot figure out how to use the parry. Okay. But I don't know how bad it looks. Lots of frame skipping and yeah. But this is entirely down to the CPU. Anyway. 156? No. Wait. No. What the? That looks terrible. Like it looks gothic. Okay, where are you going? Going left, but I want to see what this is. Yeah, as I was saying, this city the buildings remind me of Playmobil. And I mean this in a good way. I like Playmobil. Where am I going? Really, Playmobil was fantastic toys. were fantastic toys. What the f- What was that? Oh no. Demons.
Well, still looking for the flames of passion.
You know there's a fire, and all you do is stand around.
I didn't lock the summoner up and thereby awaken his thirst for revenge. He would have called the Typhonal anyway. But here he's at least useful.
You're gambling with someone's life. A child could burn to death.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I wouldn't have thought that a mind that inexperienced really could call the Typhonal. A hypothetical question, though. Which life would be worth more to you? That of a child, or that of your little Calandra?
You think it's all a game, do you?
Be nice if it were a game. But we need the Typhonal, Chiron. We need those burnt stones.
The Dark Mother. You sold your soul to her.
Yes, first Zul'Goroth, then her. Granted, the first time I had no choice.
Sounds risky.
And exciting.
You work blood magic, right? Then your soul belongs to Borbarad.
I admire what he did, playing the archdemons off against one another. I like his teaching and use his spells. And if he can lay claim to my soul from where he might be now, for all I care, then the three entities can fight over me. When it comes down to it, the Dark Mother is likely to be the most powerful.
You work blood magic, right? Then your soul belongs to Borbarad.
I admire what he did, playing the archdemons off against one another. I like his teaching and use his spells. And if he can lay claim to my soul from where he might be now, for all I care, then the three entities can fight over me. When it comes down to it, the Dark Mother is likely to be the most powerful.
I'm a bit confused about what she said about her soul.
You want to be an undead?
I've already done so much for the Dark Mother. I'm certain she has a better use for me. Once she accepts me, I shall become a Morkan, a demon that creates entire worlds from people's nightmares. I couldn't imagine aspiring to anything higher. But I don't want to take any chances. Zul'Goroth must release me, and that's why we have to summon him.
Wow. She's insane.
Maybe I'd be a little nicer to you if you were to tell me what gift Thargonitoth gave you.
You've got this charming way about you I just can't resist.
So, when push comes to shove, you can make zombies fight for you.
Nightmares, Chiron. Deception, illusion. I'm a playful kind of girl. And the smell of rotting bodies bores me now.
Wait. Ah, shit. Did I ask them? I don't remember if I asked them.
The Dark Mother. You sold your soul to her.
Yes, first Zul'Goroth, then her. Granted, the first time I had no choice.
Sounds risky.
And exciting.
Alright, so I did ask this before.
This monastery, tell me more.
The monastery was our birthplace. It is dedicated to none other than Borbarad himself. And where is it? High in the cliffs of the Black Sickle.
We all come from there?
You and Calandra, you were kidnapped by our father. But the rest of us grew up there, trained ready for the battle that awaits us.
It's quite funny how, because of the slowdown of the CPU, the textures load later than they should.
The two other Awakened, do you think Calandra is with them?
Azrael will have introduced them to her. Naturally, her new favourite's gift must continue to grow. Of course, I have no idea who survived.
You mean our father?
Looks like it. But you really take it that seriously, gorgeous?
Wait,
How do you know so much about Azrael?
I was her student. Many years.
You are no longer there.
You had the good fortune to be
And of
need
course,
to
that-
when
sorry, because
how do you know so much about Azrael?
I was her student. Many years. Growing up in the monastery where we were all born. You, me, Calandra, Folk, Gamut, and the other two.
You are no longer there.
You had the good fortune to be kidnapped. I had to escape on my own.
And of course that was easy, from a monastery full of blood mages hidden from the world in the mountains.
Once I'd seen through Azrael's plan, it was easy. I feigned affection while establishing contacts with the necromancers. When she brought Calandra to us, I saw her incredible talent. So I got some help. A new mentor, so to speak.
Who?
The Dark Mother.
You're the first Awakened I'm not forced to kill right away. Can you tell me about the others?
Gamut and I were the first to see through Azrael's plans, and the first to flee.
To the necromancers.
Right. They have taught us much to help us resist Azrael's influence. We felt safe until the Rondrians came to Arunk. And Folk. Gamut wanted to cut a deal with Folk. I knew it wouldn't work. Poor Gamut. I liked him.
More than Folk, I suppose.
Folk was a fool. He obeyed Azrael's every word and believed that she would give him preference for that. He was to awaken Calandra, but for some reason, he was too late. If you hadn't exposed him, Calandra would have come to us much less spectacularly after the wedding. That would have helped him, but only until Azrael found out how quickly little Calandra learns. Then she would have dropped him.
Folk, Gamut, Calandra, you and I. Two Awakened are missing from the list.
Right, but you will learn nothing about them from me. I owe them that much.
what?
At least their gender.
Why that of all things? I understand. 3 women, 4 men. You want to count, to know if we are related by blood. Yes, that could become important for both of us.
You're behind the fire demon summoning. What do you know about these things?
You do me too much honor. I had skilled support, but I like to help. Besides, bleached bones, they're nothing but deadly hot flames. Hard to crack with your sword and your cute metal glove.
Thanks to Azrael, I have more than my sword and my fists to use in dealing with demons.
And you should use that spell. And don't get too close. Otherwise, you'll singe the rest of your hair.
How could you do that? Give that summoner a crazy idea like that?
Letting children summon demons? Well, we are in the Shadowlands. Better too early than too late.
One of those children is dead.
Perhaps yet another shall soon die, if you do not rescue it from its plight.
You also know where the last child is, am I right?
The ruins of Razazor's pyramid. That would definitely be an exciting place to play, wouldn't it?
You're doing that to provoke me, to see how I react.
I have to know who I'm getting involved with.
You wait here, you still have some explaining to do.
I love it when you give me orders.
What? One rune of Shadow Stalker. Glyph. Ecliptifactus. And your shadow fights beside you. Thanks to this magic rune, it guides your arm and deflects your opponent's attack into a black void. Magic item. Use causes permanently VI bonus 2, attack 1. And decorate, but we cannot use anything really. Yeah. What I want to do something. Oh yeah, this 450. So I learned. Yeah, I can learn it. Much more damage. I cannot learn it. Need 450. Oh, GP, not AP. Have I assigned this? I have not assigned this. No, I have assigned. Have I? Yeah, I have. Alright, 583. What can you do? As I said, I want to increase this. To do that, I have to do this. Alright, so Masterful, highest level. Yeah, although I still don't see how VI regeneration works. Alright, so this one, can I get more? More than 5? Well, I'm quite curious now. Right. Codex Albiricus. The Codex Albiricus regulates all legal matters between guild mages and secular rulers. Since its introduction by Rohal the Wise 500 years ago. The Codex also contains paragraphs about proper clothing and manners. Okay. The reason is not only personal hatred or madness. Since Falk's death, Warren no longer has a plague bailiff, and both factions want to see one of their own hold that office. This has even led to Margrave Sumudan's disempowerment, forcing to seek help from the Rondrians, who are normally his competitors. Okay. Azrael then took Calandra to a Church of Borbarat monastery for training. She probably had to kill other awakened, just like you. He was recently given the title Pontifex Maxima and seems to enjoy Borbarad's teachings. Getting a feeling where this is going. Cassio. An Azrael's former student, she knows her plans intimately. Cassio, the only awakened to work with you from the beginning, well, not the only, wants to see you all freed from the gifts need to kill. Inasmuch, actually, is this a single word or is this a typo? Okay, I need to search this. I don't know. Let's see. Come on, computer. Come on. It is. To the extent that, yeah, insofar as.
Inasmuch as.
Wow, I had no idea.
This
Oops.
is the current
This
king.
is, of course, a YouTube video, which had nothing to do with the game. Okay, come on, come on, computer. Come on, computer. You can do it. Good boy. Close this. Good. Where was I? Inasmuch as she knows Zulgard's true name, she feels the chances of successfully summoning the demon are good. Cassio, like 4 other awakened, grew up in a church of Borbarad monastery. She was Azrael's student for many years, but then broke with her and secretly allied herself with the necromancers. Calandra's appearance also seems to have played a role. Cassio made a pact with the Dark Mother, although Zul'Garath too claims her soul. She believes that the archdemon of the undead will richly reward her and fight for her soul. Maybe she's the one suppressing Cassio's need to kill. The strangest thing of all, Cassio is your blood sister. What? When was that mentioned? Illusions are her... what the frick is this? Metier? Alright, another search. A field of work, occupation, trade or profession. How do you pronounce this? In English.
Métier.
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 Métier. Métier.
Métier. I don't know this word. Interesting. Where was I? Illusions are her métier, so she surrounds herself with mirror images in combat. When it comes to that, don't let them confuse you and focus solely on the original. Kill both Cassio clones simultaneously or in immediate succession, or they will keep reappearing. So basically you tell me focus on the original, but kill the clones first. What the fuck? Okay. The Summoner is the leader of the necromancers who attacked Warang with their undead. You tracked him down in the Prior's temple and put him in his place. However, he was still able to flee. Okay. The gallows took the Summoner's life. but not before he vowed cruel revenge on the city of Warang. He wouldn't have planned his deeds alone, but since the Rondrians didn't torture him, he took that secret with him to the Nether Hells. What? Okay. The Fire Demon, to the summoning of which he goaded Gendy's daughters, was definitely the instrument of his vengeance. Ultimately, it will remain a mystery as to just whether Cassio in turn incited him or simply took advantage of his thirst for revenge. Okay. Zul'Garoth. The demon Zul'Garoth is the creator of all 7 gifts. He is the only one who can remove the Awakened's need to kill. But he must be summoned before that can happen. Where am I? Fyodor knows Zayad, the language of demons, and is otherwise quite knowledgeable. Unfortunately, he is not always easy to find, as he usually stumbles from one imprisonment to the next. The thing with the Typhalel seems to be some sort of a personal defeat for him. Even though his methods are strange, he really did want to help. Fergolos. Fergolos lied to you about Parel and the Civil War. He is no better than Parel, and both of them want nothing more than to hurt the other and become the new plague bailiff. Okay. Sumuden or something. The newest flare-up of the conflict between Guard and Cartel has completely disempowered the Margrave. To restore peace in Warang, he had to make some large concessions to the Rondrians. What? Check all of this. Come on, we can do this. The Summoner is the leader of the Necromancers. Yeah. Why don't you let me continue? So annoying! Alright. Borbarad. Borbarad followed no one's teachings, but rather mastered himself on his own. So he is a made man. Or something. It cannot be said for certain, well, you know what I mean. Self-made man. It cannot be said for certain whether today's Church of Borbarad will meet his approval. Borbaradianism. Borbaradianism evolved out of classic guild magic. The Demon Master's doctrines make it possible to do magic with I think I had this problem before, right? The Demon Master's fuck's sake. Make it possible to do magic with one's own blood or that of someone else, even for those whom the gods have not blessed with magical gifts. This doctrine also considers the use of forces from the Nether Hells acceptable. However, to perform blood magic, one must enter into a pact with Borbarad. The prospective blood mage thus promises his soul to the Alveranian of forbidden knowledge. There is speculation that this is only a hidden pact with the archdemon Amazeroth. It is doubtful whether Borbaradianism always involves a demonic pact, especially in view of the fact that Borbarad himself always refused to enter into any pact. Yeah, more and more I don't know how he will feel about this. Maid's theory holds that pacts with demons are subject to rules similar to those of creeds. The band? The competition between gods and demons for human souls suggests the same. It therefore follows that a pact cannot be forced on one, but can only be entered into voluntarily. I remember reading this before. Duglum's Plague. The plague of Duglum or demon rot is feared among summoners and those guys, dreaded because it only affects those who deal with demons. The infected person goes through 7 very painful stages of the disease until they ultimately disintegrate into dust and ashes. Morkans are lesser demons and subject to Thargunitoth. When a necromancer turns to the Dark Mother upon his death, he may under certain circumstances escape the torments of the Mill of Souls and lead an eternal life as a Morkan. A Morkan can create entire worlds of fright in human nightmares which slowly but surely drives its victims insane. Why would you want this? Why? For fun? Excuse me. First Paladin. Cassius says the first Paladin will be the last survivor of the 7 Awakened, a signing symbol of the Church of Borbarad. He or she will arise through the combined might of the gifts of all the fallen Awakened. What did add the D there? Their souls will all fall to Zul'Garoth, but this one last soul shall remain in Azrael's hand. Azrael will also be able to control his or her will once he or she arises. The monastery where the Awakened were born and mostly raised is located high in mountains of the Black Sickle. It is dedicated to Borbarad. Cassio and Gammat were the first to see through the Azrael's plans. Together they fled to the Necromancers. Full stop. When Folk and the Rondrians came to Warang, Gammat's attempts to come to terms with Folk failed. According to Cassio, there are 2 other Awakened that you will probably never meet. The 2 unknown Awakened were probably merged with Kalandra, and only one of them survived the battle. In addition to the... wait, that's interesting. Undead are commonly used by their summoners as fighters and for civil work, but especially in Warankia, the undead often arise spontaneously simply because of the ubiquitous demonic influences. Sounds like a terrible place to raise a family. In addition to the raising of undead, a necromancer can also specialize in the creation of nightmares and delusions. Here the necromancer tries to mimic the behavior of a Morkan. Huh. Not sure what you mean by here. And of course. An annoying glitch or bug. Right. Oops. Tafelel is a far demon from Agrimoth's retinue? I don't remember. Alright, let's find out.
Retinue.
Retinue, alright. Excuse me, a bit tired. Tafelel is a fire demon from Agrimoth's retinue. It cannot be defeated using conventional weapons. Magic and an in-depth knowledge of demonology are more likely to be successful. Right, so you're going to the right. That open? Wow. Alright, demon down. What is the kid? Okay. Behind me. Interesting. I got another one. 390. Yeah, let's see. What happens to the medicine? Alright, going to the south now. Is it a kid or a dwarf?
Hey, kid,
Malko Mashrak Malko Mashri.
I'm talking to you.
Maragosh Mashri, be there in a minute.
Stop that and listen to me.
Yeah, he
What do
doesn't
you
say
want
that
from
right.
me?
Come here. Very slowly.
Mama told me not to go with strangers.
1 second. I'm putting some iced tea. That's the ugliest kid I have ever seen. You gotta see the baby. Alright.
And the Margrave has forbidden the playing of hopscotch here.
Really?
Yes. And now get a move on. Your mother is waiting at the place of execution.
You're a party pooper.
If you don't get a move on, I'm going to turn into a really bad party pooper.
I'm gonna tell my ma.
Wait. 450. No, whoa. No. Play hopscotch to call the type of. Is this? Yes, I have to do it, right? Yeah, I don't know what that is. The game save at least. I don't know, it says... Yeah, I think it's saved. Ah, good. Malkor first.
Malkor.
Then Masrak.
Mashrak.
Then Maragosh.
Maragosh.
Then Zijan.
Zijan.
Typhel.
Typhel.
Marashik.
Marashik.
Marak.
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 Maratai.
Maratai.
No. Nice. They kicked their asses. Okay, we saw, we conquered. What? 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 Wait. Good. Right. Let's see. 225. Brilliant. So I can increase it even more? Yeah. Will I do it? I don't know. Perhaps I should try to increase this one a little bit. Yeah, let's do that just in case. Okay. I need to exit. What? I want to check what this is. I was gonna say, what are the chances that... Where am I? This looks strangely familiar. At least I took it. Where is the there it is. Ah well. Let's go to useless healing potion. Hey Crow. I don't remember if I ever saw the Crow movie, you know, from 1989, 1990, when was it? You know, the son of Bruce Lee. Brenton Lee, I think? I don't remember, I think I was invited to go to the cinema to watch it and I didn't. Or perhaps I did and I forgot about it.
That's Chiron. He's the one who took that fire demon down.
I thought you were mocking me. Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I'm quite enjoying this game. Right, to have 2 symbols, 1 side quest and 1 main quest. Let's do the main quest first. The side quest. Wait.
I always used to feel safe in this.
I don't know. Let's go this way. Wow, frame rate is bad.
There you are. But where's Skalina?
By the time I got to the fire, it was too late. I'm sorry.
See, please don't talk about it anymore. I'm grateful to you, despite everything. You brought back 2 of my children.
I wish you strength.
Thank you. And good luck in your travels.
These are not kids, these are assholes, but whatever.
I didn't just imagine that.
Oh, I don't have enough. Okay.
Here, Waronkians! The Metropolitan has decreed that from this day forth, whomsoever makes unfair speeches shall be punished with 12 strokes of the cane. If they do so publicly, they will receive 3 times 12 strokes of the whip.
It's a good weapon.
However, those found to be obstinate and
But I don't use
incorrigible
them.
will lose their tongues.
Can I sell it? Yeah. I'll get even more healing if I can. Uh, wow, do you see the delay? Oh no, you don't. I click and then it takes half a second for the action to complete. The CPU right now is running at 790 something megahertz. It's terrible. Alright.
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone who wanted to get the food from the armory and spread it around.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around fairly, not just throw it out into the street where the strongest just take it all for themselves.
That's Kyra, the one who annihilated that shadow demon in the market.
What is this?
Chiron. Finally, I've deciphered the second ingredient.
You mean you've translated the mysterious writing to mysterious babble?
Maybe your mind has finally grown as big as your mouth. Then I'll be more than happy to leave the last part of the translation for you.
What does this awakened expect to get by summoning this demon? That's risky business.
If she's telling the truth, the ingredients listed in these instructions really could help. Each demon has its own peculiarities, which must be taken into account during the incantation. The real danger starts when it appears. The demon's true name helps to keep it under control, but you can never be sure if they will really follow your commands or betray you instead. In the end, the exact wording of the command is the most important thing. Whatever you negotiate with the demon, it will stick to it. And that's why every summoner is eventually dragged down to the nether hells, because they used the wrong words just once.
You've always had this way of boosting my courage.
You're not just every summoner, Chiron.
You called Gamut your child. Don't tell me that you're father to us all.
Calandra is not your sister, you know that. I know I sired 3 of the 7. 1 girl, 2 boys, and you are one of those boys.
And Calandra?
She has a different father. He is as shrewd as he is obsessed with Borberad's teachings. 3 women and 4 men. That should be all 7 awakened.
That means this awakened could be my real sister.
Yes. Maybe Falk was your brother, or Gamut, or one of the others.
Okay, I don't see the point, but okay.
I found out that Azrael took Calandra to the Clawmaw to expand her consciousness using a demonic plant. Azrael introduced her to Gamut, but didn't let them fight each other. The way Gamut spoke about their relationship, it reminded me of the way you taught us.
It fits. Azrael is trying to seduce Calandra with Borberad's teachings, just like me. Vast knowledge, infinite power, tempting things.
We also don't know what role the Awakened who visited you plays. She may even be Calandra's messenger.
Or her killer. That would be the worst.
But there has to be something you can tell me about this Awakened. After all, she did come here.
Maybe her gift drew her to you. Maybe she couldn't resist its power any longer. The gift influences the will of its carrier. You've already noticed that, haven't you?
Yes. Can you tell me more about her?
Her clothing is provocative. Lots of necromantic symbols. Not exactly Borberadian.
Maybe she's not one of Azrael's followers.
She did say that she wants to help you, though she may be out to trap you. But with her look, she will have to keep a low profile in Warunk. That could give you an advantage.
Why do you still say the unknown awakened? We know who she is. We talked to her.
Why should I summon this demon anyway?
If the bearers of the gifts truly are destined to kill one another, then the demon is probably the only one who can remove that constraint. Negotiating with it is more likely to be successful than trying to talk Azaril into abandoning her plan.
Demons are hungry for human souls, and nothing else.
Right, and this is your chance. With the ritual of your birth, Azaril forced the demon to her will. That is the only reason he created the gifts. He should hate her for that. If you can offer him something valuable, then I'm sure he wouldn't be averse to taking revenge on her.
I have to offer him my soul.
Hopefully not. But you have something he wants, and for some reason cannot get. Otherwise, he would already have taken it. Also, you both want to hurt Azaril. That's not a bad basis for negotiation. The next ingredient sounds even more sinister. Pluck thee a root that doth arise from the drops of vilest nightmare, and convulsions most pernicious.
Another riddle for us.
I would imagine the heretic Theodore could solve it for us.
The Magus. Yes, he shouldn't be hard to find.
It's close by.
That's Kyle.
Yeah, don't help me, just stand there.
I always used to feel safe in cities.
1 second.
They haven't been keeping the horrors from the Shadowlands out. Hard to believe that Thor was a traitor. He was such a handsome fellow.
What's going on? Cutscene? Yeah.
In Rondra's name, drop your weapons!
Very slow
Belhalard
cutscene.
Heusenstam, you are in disobedience of the Margrave's orders.
The guard will take care of this scum, your reverence. No need to bother the goddess.
Pull your people back and drop your weapons. This is my last warning.
Chiron, always there when you need him.
What's going on?
Parel thinks he can get away with total insolence. Just sends his people into our territory under the pretense of wanting to negotiate. Ah, good old Belhalard sure gave those cartel toadies a swift kick in the arse. But the Metropolitan showed up before we were able to finish them. Parel snuck out of the tunnel, left his bootlicker Ulrich to face the music. I mean, if you were to help just a bit, lads, too bad if we were to lose Belharhart. And I can't interfere, understand?
Wow.
They offered peace? Did you at least listen to their offer?
Bah, peace. I didn't have to listen. Parel is like the dragon, cunning and deceitful. And everyone who works for him deserves death.
The whole city is in uproar. I get attacked on every corner. The Margrave has to approach the Rondrians as a petitioner. Fergalosh, what's going on?
What's going on? It's about that lizard spawn, and that we choose the Plague Bailiff, no one else, and certainly not Parel. It's about survival, lad, and your having cleared the post of Plague Bailiff is the key to it all.
This is about your old enmity and nothing else.
The Guard must now stand as one, and it needs you, lad.
You want to use me? Which demon shat in your skull to make you think we were still allies?
Come on, lad, this is war. You can't explain every little thing. Get Belharhad out of this hole, and we'll see how we can set things straight. Is that a deal?
No.
You wanted to use me, and now you need my help. Well then, let's see what our alliance is worth. Metropolitan, have your brave warriors come to mediate?
In the goddess's name, and on Warrank's behalf.
You're siding with Parel?
This is not about intrigue. These men are guilty. I will not tolerate this kind of turmoil in our city.
Those pigs in the Guard started it. We came to negotiate peace. Chiron, you know these people. Tell the Metropolitan it's the truth.
I don't care who wanted what. We have watched this honorless slaughter long enough. One side has to lose, and the Divine Lioness will ensure that the decision is just. You, Belhelhard, may now choose for yourself and your men. Death or exile.
What? But I'm not loyal to him. Or to anyone. I'm confused. The fact like to follow Parel? What, are you kidding me?
You have been deceived, Metropolitan. Yes, both have caused their fair share of death and devastation. But the cartel is here for no other reason than to murder Fergalosh. If anyone is to be banned, then it should be the men of the Kreutzer cartel.
Is that true?
You can believe me or not.
All right then, I will trust you on this.
The frame rate is so bad.
In Rondra's name, I, Yarkon of Turgelef, Metropolitan of the Middle Realm, Rondra's chosen in Warrank, proclaim: these men from the Kreutzer Alley are hereby forever banished. You have until dawn to leave Warrank, or you will face the executioner.
Me? Why me?
Until we meet again. Rondrians, we're leaving.
We should crack a barrel, but first take this. And a special allowance, as agreed.
Thank you. I will get back to you. Now I need to talk to Fyodor.
I hate to disappoint you, lad. He managed to break out. Ran towards the brothel, of course.
The brothel, so in Kreutzer Alley.
A cakewalk, lad. That pack of thieves will keep their heads down. If you even actually see one.
One more thing. I don't like being used. Got it?
Oh, lads, don't be such a stickler. Once a guard, always a guard. We stick together.
Oh man, I wish the game allowed me to more freedom. Because none of this is what I would have done. The conflict reached its first peak at the prison. Only the Rondran intervention brought it to a halt, and you were able to ensure that many cartel members were banned from Warrank. Alaric Schwarzman is a young man from Warang. He saw Calandra head into Moloch Mountain. His exile has hurt the cartel badly. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's fantastic. That's sarcasm. Gendis is a young mother from Warang. Her brother was among the cannibals prisoners in Moloch Mountain. She accuses of not having saved him. Her three daughters, Kelleen, Mactail, and Wildharika, are very adventurous. You helped Gendis find her daughters, however one of the girls lost her life. Assassin, the streets of Darklands... Darklands? It's an RPG from the early 90s. And actually, I think there was another one from the post-2000s. Anyway, a home to plenty of murderers and cutthroats, but assassins make them look like beginners. They are lightly armored and agilely dodge most attacks. They use smoke bombs to withdraw from sticky situations. Well, let me check now because I cannot stop but thinking about the game. Come on. Yep. Alright, so there is a 1992 game, and apparently there is a 2013? Or is this the same game, just when they re-released it? Oh wow. No, I think this is a different game. Anyway, let's go back to the game. Do I have any? No. Okay, so we go to the to that part of the city anyway.
People of Warung, fear the demon.
Slaughtered everyone who
Renounce
wanted to
their
get the food from
temptations
the armor
and
and
defy
spread it
their
around.
servants.
Ah, so beautiful.
Better to keep your head down. Here, you can have a knife across your throat faster than you can say for feck's sake.
It's nice.
Better to keep your head down. Here, you can have a knife across your throat faster than you can say for feck's sake.
Is that her? Pretty sure it is.
Piss off, and no stupid looks either.
Oh. Okay, that was a good attack.
As soon as Azrael's minions show up, there you are too. Amazing coincidence.
Yes, amazing the way you coincidentally lie in wait for me, over and over again.
We're working together. Or should I just rid myself of the gift and watch you bash Calandra's head in?
I'm looking for the second ingredient. And you?
So, the second ingredient, right? That's why you headed for the brothel. Oh, and here I thought we had something serious.
I'm looking for Theodore. Have you seen him?
He's sure to be somewhere near the Thorned Rose. You'd better hurry, before he beats you to the prettiest one.
What?
I run into you time and again, but we still haven't fought one another.
Perhaps she would give me a chance against you others. But to be honest, I don't want to take that risk. Azarel thinks we just have to meet to be compelled to kill one another. But my new mistress protects me from that. At least, as long as that elf isn't in the vicinity.
Why do we have to perform this summoning in Wurunk, of all places?
Time is short. I don't know when Azarel will realize that I stole from her. When she does, she'll come after me. But it will probably be hardest for her to do that in Wurunk. Enemy territory for her. And you know your way around.
You could also work with another of the Awakened, or with Calandra. So why me?
Calandra has nothing I don't. Azarel will soon realize that too. And of all the others, you have the tightest ass and the strongest muscles.
Do you want to make a zombie out of me?
To drive you out of your mind. That could be fun.
What? These are the options I have? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't want either of them. Ah. Oh man, I hate these options. I mean, I want you in what way? In a sexual way? Yeah, I could do that. But I doubt the game will go that way only. Yeah, let's stick to the original plan.
You mean you'll wiggle around a bit in your scanty clothing and I'll be your willing slave? Well, you're wrong. My heart is already taken and no demon and certainly no Pactira will change that.
You really mean it? What a pity.
Azrael wants to train Calandra. What exactly should I be imagining by that?
Maybe she's bathing in the blood of virgins or studying carnal lust with young slaves. She certainly won't be studying dried up old scrolls. Not if Azarel has understood even a hint of what Borbarad's teachings really mean.
You think you found my weakness. We'll talk again once I've found yours.
If I have a weak spot, it's you, Chiron.
Why did Azrael kidnap Calandra and not me?
She knows the man who brought you up. Him and his sense of loyalty. She knew that you would follow Calandra. Perhaps she thought that Calandra would need more training, or that she would be especially talented. Once in the monastery, Azarel would have converted you to her philosophy, providing one of the other Awakened hadn't already killed you.
Like you, for example.
I'll admit, at first I thought about it.
And now?
Not anymore.
You seem nervous.
Azarel is on her way here, and she knows that we want to summon Zul'Goroth.
We're still alive.
Once she's here, that could change quickly, at least for one of us. So, go to the brothel and get your ingredient, and whatever else you want there.
What are you going to do in the meantime? Stand around half naked? At least here you won't be noticed.
I'll take care of the last ingredient. I've been doing that all along.
I'm one ahead of you. Hurry up. We may never see one another again.
Well, if we both die, we'll meet again in the Netherhells. Who knows? Maybe Zul'Goroth and the Dark Mother are neighbors.
And Calandra would remain, without our gifts.
But with Azarel as mistress, leading her soul around on a string, not the best alternative if you ask me.
I'm not the type to die easily. And you?
I hope that it doesn't have to go that far.
Alright. 250, is that enough? I don't remember. No, we need 450. Ouch. Where was I?
Come on, get me and my sister together. She's already cold, though.
Okay.
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
What? Alright. This definitely looks like a trap. Stove barrel stills, not a spot of rust to be seen. Who's making wine here, and why does he have to hide his equipment behind an overgrown entrance? Voltan sword pin. What? There. Quest item. Alright, no idea what this is about. Or a boot. But let's continue. Whoa! Look at over there, over the door to the horizon. As I move closer, due to how the game is, the building appears, and it almost looked like there was someone coming close to me. And of course, right now, there it is. You see this? That was funny. Anyway. Okay, not very funny.
Adeptus Feodor. Either in prison or in the House of Pleasure.
Ad primo. This is currently the last place the executive would allow themselves to be seen. Ad secundo, I am drawn here by purely intellectual temptations. I have discovered an extremely rare phenomenon of demonic provenance.
Time for that later. First, I need your help.
An analysis of your astral power? That may be of burning interest to you, young man, but consider the effort, time, temporal impensation.
It's a mystery.
Interesting. Let's hear.
Pluck thee a root that doth arise from drops of vilest nightmare and convulsion most pernicious.
Radix appears Adrimothian narco-fictional in origin, humid hypnotic cohesion with aspects of spasmodic contraction, invocation ingredient possibly substitutable. Sounds like simple mandrake, or with a bit of interpretation according to my newest discovery, the dwelling of a creature from the nether hells, one of Thargunitoth's brood. This tree.
You spoke of mandrake.
A magical plant, extremely useful for alchemical procedures. A humus elemental, actually, but in this case probably demonically perverted. This subject combines influences from Agrimoth, the corrupter of elements, and Thargunitoth, mistress of nightmares. Most unusual.
And how does a mandrake grow?
Mandrakes are usually found under gallows. Their conditions are ideal. At the moment of hanging, the man... fertilizer, if you will. Rather lends the term Mother Earth a whole new meaning, wouldn't you say?
If only I hadn't asked.
I remember learning about this when I was a kid. I don't remember from where exactly.
Right, we chop down the tree and I'll take the roots.
Not so fast. The ladies who offer themselves in the thorned rose like to lay their children to sleep under this tree.
Under a demonic tree?
They have to go about their daily work. Screaming children would scare off the customers. Especially now, where the whores are starving because Fergalosh no longer tolerates clients with unusual desires.
The children sleep soundly under a tree controlled by the archdemon of nightmares.
Well, they are outwardly quiet. The fact that they are actually tormented by horrible nightmares is the other side of the coin. Before we chop this tree down, we should first argue at length about the pros and cons.
You're not serious. I don't want to chop the tree down, I just want a root.
This is a veritable ethical dilemma. I am not willing to ignore this factor.
Get out of my way or I will smack you.
Oh yes, smite the defenseless unarmed scholar. A true challenge for a minuscule mind. But I made acquaintance enough with violence in prison. You will have to cut my throat if you want to get past me.
Or argue with you?
Or argue with me. We are facing a serious moral decision.
"42.
What? Does this relate to our discussion?
It is an answer, isn't it?
Get back to the topic.
Too bad people don't like the easy answers.
So then, should the children suffer nightmares and be well fed, or should they sleep soundly and drive off their mother's clients with their cries?
How do we know that the tree does not already have us under its spell? Maybe we are only dreaming this discussion.
It's simple. Thargunitoth would send us a nightmare, not an ordinary dream such as this discussion.
Exactly. A nightmare.
Forgive me, but I have the impression that you find this discussion unpleasant.
This is boring me. I will win the debate anyway. In fact, I've already won. Just now.
I'm afraid I can't quite follow you.
You seem somewhat out of sorts. Luckily, there's a brothel not far from here.
How is that supposed to help me?
The best cure for confusion. Brings a man back down to earth.
Indeed. You wouldn't mind waiting here a moment, would you?
Take your time.
And a smile upon. Regarding our dispute, What have you...
Oh, thank you, I have everything I need. And I didn't even have to chop down the tree.
I was outwitted! Outwitted like a...
Half-wit?
Unbelievable! I was outwitted! Outwitted like a...
Half-wit?
Unbelievable!
Alright, not bad. Did it save? I think it saved. Where do we have to go? That way.
And no stupid looks neither.
Really? 3. Oh, this is gonna be fun. What the f... Ha! That was difficult.
Piss off, and no stupid looks neither.
Alright. But I'll stop here for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you watch this later on VOD on here, or well actually on YouTube, please hit the like button. Or you can also visit the coffee link down below and perhaps help me out. Either way, the campaign here is going well, I think. I'm definitely getting better at this. Even with the computer going worse, I'm getting better, so that's good. Well, the second part is good. More streaming tomorrow with Civilization 4 and more Demonicon from Monday. Take care, happy gaming, and stay safe everybody. Bye bye.